So, Barry, tell me your problems.
It's all about the trend thing. Nobody understands it, and nobody's doing it the same way. It's just a whole mess in the mortgage industry, and I don't know what to do about it. And how do we fix it? We got so many problems, and I just don't know. It was supposed to start October 1st, then October 3rd, then they did August. I just don't even get it anymore. Oh, we still have a show to do.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
going to sit up and join me?
Oh, I think I'm comfortable here today. Hello, everybody. My name is Barry Horvath, and this is Moving Forward TV, your local market update.
And I am Delynn Gaston. Thank you for joining us today. Are you really going to do the show right from there?
Oh, why
Laying
not?
down?
You know what? I'm pretty busy, so this is my only downtime. So I thought,
Yeah, I know. Actually, it is.
so it's all good. And I'm
Next
really-
week, I get the couch.
Yeah, but
And you get the chair.
next week we won't be talking about tread.
Tread.
So there'll be no reason to lay down.
Tread. Just when you thought it was over, it's not.
It's not over. And it's what, 5 months, 6 months
Almost
later
6
now?
months into this. Yeah.
Yeah, and now we're gonna talk to a lot of different people and find out.
Yep. How it's going.
They're
So
sad
basically,
and
Trid is here.
confused as me.
As you all know, the entire world changed October 3rd. The world that we knew it before, the HUD went away.
What's a
The
HUD?
TIL went away. Truth in Lending Disclosure. So all of those forms went away after being with us since like 1972, I think, something like
Are you
that.
serious?
Yes.
Has it been that long?
Yes.
Oh my
And so the entire
gosh.
world changed, and we're now dealing with, at closings, we're dealing with something called a CD, closing disclosure,
I
as
know what
you
a
know.
CD.
And there's
hey,
three.
CDs aren't paying nothing right now.
CDs aren't, yes, you're right, they're not. And there's actually three, as all of you know who have been through some closings, there's three different forms. There's the CD, which is the buyer's disclosure, then there's a seller's disclosure, and then there's the joint disclosure, which is the closest thing to a HUD that we all remember. So we thought it would be pretty good just to kind of go into the field.
Hey, excuse me.
Yes.
This sounds like there's going to be a lot of material here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to just take a little nap for a few minutes. Just let me know when we're not talking about Trid, okay?
No, we're talking about Trid today.
Good
You
night.
can't go to sleep on me. I'll just wake you up like that.
Oh! What was that?
Anyway, we thought we would find it interesting to take a look and see what other people in the community and in the industry
You mean other people besides us that have opinions?
and see how they're doing with it.
Hi, this is Delynn Gaston with Moving Forward TV. We are here with Rachel Gallagher from RE/MAX Advantage in Trinity. And here we are, Rachel, 6 months into Trid, just about 6 months anyway. And we all love it so much. So, okay, so almost 6 months into Trid, what are your thoughts? Quick.
6 months into Trid, I would say everybody is still trying to figure out what's going on. There's still a lot of back and forth, a lot of adjustments that still happen prior to close. Not as much headache. It's a little bit easier to say, all right, we're going to be closing on this date instead of, oh my gosh, we can close tomorrow. So we have a lot of buyers and sellers actually disappointed because they don't understand why do we have to wait? If we have the clear to close, why can't we go? Why can't we make a move? So that's what we're running into right now. So hopefully it's on the up and up. Everybody will get used to the new changes, and we can only hope for the best.
Excellent. Thank you so much. She actually did it really well without saying the word sucks. I'm impressed.
It kind of does. So.
Thanks, Rachel. Hi, we're back here, and we are with Mike Webb, who is the broker for RE/MAX Advantage here in Trinity. Mike, 6 months into Trid, what are your thoughts?
6 months into Trid has, it seems like we're still back at day one. As far as the national lenders, the big guys weren't ready for it. The little guys were. The brokers are doing a better job with it. I'm not going to name drop any of them. They're still having the
Bank of America.
the evil empire. That's what we refer to it as. Who has been? It's the title companies that are still doing the bank's work, and I'm sure you know that. They know that. We thankfully they're calling the title companies, still having them do the amount of paperwork for them. They have not rolled it out and weren't prepared to release it when they were. We prepared. I had meeting after meeting. We had built-in extensions. We knew that there would be closing issues, and I feel I'm not in the title company business. I have several dear friends that are. We sit at 80+% of our closings waiting for lenders to finish the paperwork. They're not done. They don't care about timelines. They don't understand. The ones that were prepared, it's rolling out pretty good. It really is. I understand that the first time you change a closing statement in 30 years, I get all my agents ready, we get everybody ready, and who's not ready? The people that are making the changes, the people that are requesting the information. So it's been a bit frustrating, to say the least. We thought that it was going to put certainty to our lives, that when we actually called people and said, we have a scheduled closing for 3 o'clock on such and such day, and that hasn't changed yet. That's been what we found.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. That's what happens when politicians change our laws, right?
Yes, they should have had some independent type of real estate attorneys advising them how to consult and maybe do some beta testing on this stuff before they went through it. That type of things. It's the thought process was good behind it. I understand it. It was novel, but in practicality and getting it to work, the application hasn't come through like they wanted. So we're still where we were 6 months ago, as far as I'm concerned. It's just 4 pages of a closing document instead of 2.
And 3 days of stress instead of 2.
Yes, exactly. And the sad thing is it's tough for your buyers and sellers. You get people scheduled to take a day off. I cannot tell you the times I've had U-Hauls sitting in the parking lot. People's lives are hanging in the balance, and they have their pets with them, and they've moved out, and they've given notice, and they have movers. And what can we do? We can't close, and it gets tough. And, this job that we do from our side, and of course I'll turn this back around about the realtors and my agents, it's gotten harder than it ever has. I've been doing this 22 years now, and we don't ever have to worry about the internet replacing us. We have to be the calm in the storm for these people, and a good agent will prepare their clients for these hurdles before they go into it, and these potential setbacks, and that a date isn't really the date that we think it is. So we really thought this was going to be a cure-all. We thought there would be pain of change going into it, that it would take, say, 3 to 4 to 5 months, and then this drop-dead date would be a drop-dead date. It actually hasn't been. So we'll see where it takes us from here.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right. Hi, this is Delynn Gaston, and we are back here. This time I have with me Joyce Ratliff and Susan Knight with RE/MAX Advantage Realty here in Trinity. And again, ladies, 6 months, almost 6 months into TRID. How have you found it, and what are your thoughts?
In all honesty, Delynn, most of my closings have been cash
Lucky you.
transactions.
Bad for me.
I know. I've had my share of mortgages, though, last year. So I've heard good remarks and some poor remarks. But I have several closings coming up this month that have mortgages, so I'll probably be able to give you more update at that time.
Awesome. Thank you, Joyce. And Susan, I understand from Mike that you guys have been well trained in the TRID and what to expect and things, right?
Absolutely. We had some in-house training on that from Peter with Title USA, and we are as prepared as we can be. My closings have been going smooth. Half of them are cash, half of them mortgages. So far, none of them have been late. Got 5 coming up, so I'm hoping.
Such liars. No, I'm kidding. Good for you. Thank you so much for your input.
So that was a great perspective from the real estate professionals.
And they were all professional about it. I think I'm the only one who used the word sucks.
Yeah, you're like beating it up, like saying this trade is bad, and they're like, it's okay, it's fine. What's the problem?
They were all being good for the camera, let me tell you.
I think they're just trying to behave themselves.
I think so too. You put a camera in front of people and they're going to be nice.
Yeah, we have to. But it's good though. I'm glad to see that they're pretty much think that things are on track for the
Right,
most part.
right.
For these
Some
TRID
positive
closing.
feedback there. A couple of things that, everybody's definitely concerned with. And I agree with, Mike said that it doesn't seem like we're a lot further along. We all would have thought, especially with the 2010 stuff, that we would have been a little bit further along than we are now.
The biggest thing I'm hearing out there, though, is the consistency. There is
Yes.
no consistency
That's absolutely
of
dead
what's
on.
going on.
Dead on,
Like
right.
if, hey, I'm wearing my lightning blue today, so I just want consistency. Like they got to win every game. They don't win every game.
If they don't win every game, that's a problem.
Yeah, but
Same
well,
thing
it's
with,
all right.
yes, the consistency.
You can't even say
Title
that.
companies, I know. Title companies, lenders, I think a lot of the people are still interpreting the law a little bit differently.
Yes, they are. So right now, let's talk about something near and dear to my stomach.
It must be time to see what Casey's cooking.
Yes, because today she has some French chicken.
French chicken tarragon.
Oh, that sounds so yummy, yummy. And then what? We're going to talk to the title
Some
agents.
title people and see what they have to say
We're going to
about
get the
TRID
we're going to
almost
get
6 months
we're
later.
going to get the perspective. I love getting everybody else's opinion.
I know.
'Cause
It's been
sometimes
really
it's-
eye-opening.
Yeah, it's something different than us.
Yes.
I'm Casey Guaretti, this is Chat and Dish, and today I'm going to take you on a virtual trip to the south of France for one of my all-time favorite chicken dishes. Happens to be called Citron Poulet avec esturgeon. Ooh la 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 la. Our ingredients are super easy. We're going to need a couple of sprigs of fresh tarragon, or about 2 tablespoons if you only have dried. Then 2 lemons, 6 pieces of chicken. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but if you want to get a whole chicken and chop it up, that works just as well. And then I've got a little bit of bacon, olive oil, salt, pepper, that's it. First thing I'm going to do is drizzle a little olive oil into my baking dish. All right, we just need to thinly slice our lemon. I have scrubbed these and they happen to be organic lemons, so we're using the peel and the lemon, the whole thing. Grab your lemon slices and line the bottom of your baking dish. I'm just wiping away the lemon juice and the seeds, get them out of my way, because what I want to do is take my long bacon slices and cut them in half. So we're just going to use 3 slices of bacon. That'll give us 6 half pieces. Grab your chicken thigh, just make sure that it's kind of folded together. Set it on top of your bacon. Then you're going to wrap your bacon around the chicken thigh and secure it with a toothpick. We're using the toothpick because we're going to turn these a number of times while they're in the oven. I've washed my hands, gotten rid of my chicken cutting board, and now what I'm going to do is just finely mince my fresh tarragon. Whenever I mince fresh tarragon, it always smells to me like the middle of summer. Absolutely love it. Half of our fresh tarragon gets sprinkled on top of the chicken. A little bit of salt, not too much because we've got bacon on there, which is salty, and a nice healthy sprinkling of fresh ground black pepper, and it is ready for a 375-degree oven to start off with for 15 minutes. All right, now they've been in 15 minutes, what I'm going to do is just simply turn them over and sprinkle them with the rest of the tarragon, and then it's going to be back in the oven for another 15 minutes. And what we're going to do is keep turning them every 15 minutes until they're done, which is going to take about an hour. Bubbling hot right out of the oven, and guess what? It's even made its own sauce, perfect to serve with a little bit of rice. I'm just spooning some of this marvelous lemon tarragon sauce on top of the chicken thighs before I take the whole plate off to the table. Until next time, thanks for visiting, and I'm gonna miss you.
French chicken, tarragon, yum, yum.
My stomach is growling.
Can we go to lunch now?
I know, this is
cut.
like hard. We
Let's
film
go to
in the
lunch.
morning.
Oh, that's timeout, right?
But then we watch that.
I know, it's really good. We should do a breakfast show, like eggs and bacon and omelets.
And have Casey here with us, and we'll
have her-
eat on camera. Oh, yeah,
And we
I'm
could
sure.
chat, and she could
And our
scoop her
producer,
dish.
who hates people chewing, is just gonna like go through the roof.
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
he wouldn't like that show.
Not so much, not so
Oops.
much.
Anyway,
oh, sure, just
my
throw stuff
Trid
around.
notes.
Yeah.
My Trid notes.
Throw those out, because pretty soon it's over.
No, it's here to stay, guys. Like I said, it's here to stay. But anyway, so let's go on. That was really good with the realtors. Let's see what some
What do you mean
title
that was good
people-
with the realtors? It was good with the food.
Yeah, it was good with the food,
It was good
too.
with the realtors, too.
It's always good with the food. But let's hear what some title people have to say and their thoughts almost 6 months into Trid and see what their feelings are.
You love that word, almost.
Almost.
Okay, here we are with Cheryl Herney from Dynamic Title. And Cheryl has been closing title for many, many years. And Trid is new to her, too. So, Cheryl, 6
Very
months
new.
into this Trid, what is going on? How do you feel about it? Tell our viewers what you think.
Not much about it. It has been my experience. Working with direct lenders has definitely been a better experience than mortgage brokers. Sad to say, I have a lot of more, in far as reading the Trid, it's a great area for mortgage brokers. It's always easier to get the middleman out, sorry mortgage brokers, and dealing with lenders directly.
So, are you finding there's inconsistencies with the lenders and the brokers on how they're interpreting the rule?
A lot of it's inconsistency.
Okay, there you have it. This is Cheryl from Dynamic Title, and I'm Barry Horvath, and you got it.
Hi, this is Delynn Gaston, and we are back here with Jerry Deal from Title USA. Jerry is with a title company, so Jerry, as our title person, 6 months, almost 6 months into Trid, what are your thoughts?
It's getting easier. I can say that.
Liar.
It's a learning curve, I think, for both us, title and the lender. The lender typically relies on title to prepare that closing statement, which is now a closing disclosure. So, but we're getting there. It's a slow process, but it's getting better.
That's good. Thank you, Jerry.
Hi, this is Delynn Gaston with Moving Forward TV, and I am here with Lorraine Cessaire from Trinity Title. And Lorraine, we are almost 6 months into Trid. From a title standpoint, what are your thoughts?
Well, I guess it's for the better, I think.
Oh, you're being so nice.
I know I am, because I really want to say it sucks right now, but
there you go.
But it
That's what
is
I
for the
said.
better. I think people get a better understanding of how the costs work, but it does also confuse. So it's both. It confuses and it's better.
Do you think that we're moving forward on it, or do you think that it's because you've been around for a long time as well? With 2010, with the change in the good faith estimate and everything, that was a lot. With taking a little bit longer, do you think?
Yes.
People just kind of
they're getting used to it though, and I think everybody else is finally getting used to it too. So it's getting there. I think in the long run it will be better.
Now, you deal with a lot of different lenders and mortgage brokers and things. Are they on the same page, or are they kind of like array?
No, that's the only issue I see. They're totally different. So one lender wants it a certain way and another lender wants it the other way. So nobody is on the same page. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing right now. So I never know where they want certain things and where they don't want it.
So you guys from the title end are ending up doing double, sometimes triple work?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So together, sucks.
Once again, we love getting opinions from everybody else because everybody's got one.
And it's good to see. You know, it's kind of good to hear other parts of the industry and their perspective on how things are going. And we're hearing it again, consistency.
And everybody, you know what? I love to say this. If you want to talk about politics, everybody's got an opinion, don't they?
Yes, they do.
You want to talk about Trid? Only the people in the real estate, mortgage,
Right.
and title people have an opinion. But if you talk about politics right now,
I think we probably have some homeowners who would have some opinions about Trid too, some
Maybe,
sellers and some
maybe,
buyers
but
who
they
have
don't
been
really-
a little bit put off.
I don't know that they really understand it fully.
They don't
just
understand
know
it. They
that
just
it's taking
understand
longer.
that.
And
How come I'm not closing if everything's all done? How come we're
Yeah.
not closing today?
how come it's going to be like another 8 days?
or another 3 days or whatever
Yeah,
it might
it's
be.
supposed to-
Yeah,
yeah,
so we do have
exactly.
some people.
But we don't exaggerate at all. All right.
But consistency, that's
Yep,
a biggie.
that's-
And I thought it was pretty interesting that there's different, you realtors out there, if your buyers are working, their mortgage person, if they're working with either a direct lender or if they're working with a mortgage broker, it sounds like that there's some differences in how the interpretation of the law and how it's supposed to be done. So just be careful with that, because what we've heard, they're very strict with this. They will make us start the files over. If things weren't done right in the beginning, guess what? The whole thing ends up having to start over again, and you don't want that to happen.
I like how you handle that. What we heard.
But we heard. Well, it has never happened to me, thank God.
This is what we heard.
Touting
All right,
my own
so
horn
we
for
got-
a minute, we haven't had that happen.
All right, so we're going to get one more perspective here, right?
Yeah.
What are we getting now?
The lender. Let's see what the lenders have to say.
Okay, let's check it out.
Hi, this is Dylan Gaston with Moving Forward TV, and I am here with Pam Pampanella, who is a realtor with Premier Property Solutions. And Pam, now that we are almost 6 months into TRID, tell me what your thoughts are. And it's okay to say sucks. It sucks. I knew I have, yay, somebody who's being honest about it. No, in all seriousness though, what do you think of TRID?
I think that it has not sped up the process at all. I don't think it's easier for the buyer at all. As a matter of fact, I think it's more confusing for the buyer. And the fact that the realtor is not allowed to review the closing disclosure 3 days before with their buyer makes it even more difficult.
I know, that's some of the things that they've done is just, mind-boggling. I'm not exactly sure why they're doing it. And how are your clients dealing with the 3 different, your buyer's disclosure, your seller's disclosure, and then the joint one?
They find it very confusing, and I think that it's adding more work to the title company because they're the one who has to go over it, or with the lender. And again, it's frustrating for us because we're the one who brought them. As a realtor, we bring them to the lender and to the title company. We should be able to review this with them.
I agree.
Okay, I'm glad you do.
Thanks, Pam.
You're welcome. Bye.
So my thoughts on TRID. I would have preferred if the industry and the regulators, rather than bring on new regulations, which kind of increase the cost to the customer, they just enforce the current regulations that came about. I think the customer and the industry as a whole would have been better off. That being said, I think Norcom put a lot of time, money, and effort into making sure that we were prepared, so that at the end, we were able to still kind of deliver a good experience to the customer. October was a little easier than November when we had to start preparing CDs. We did take a little bit of a conservative approach and a little bit less aggressive, I think, than some other companies. I think that has paid off. We've had no issues with selling loans for TRID-related issues, and we have heard that a lot of investors are taking TRID loans back for lack of compliance. And as the months go on, we're going to kind of loosen up our own internal policies to deliver an even quicker, better experience to the customer. That being said, like any regulation that's impacted the industry over the last 7 or 8 years, it's all about setting the right expectation up front for the customer so that there's kind of no surprises. They don't kind of see anything getting in the way of their closing happening in a quick time period. So at the end of the day, like any other change for the business, this is all about setting the right expectation and being prepared.
Okay, here we are. We're with Jeremy Harding of Barrett Harding Insurance. They're located in beautiful Port Richey on Little Road, and we're going to ask Jeremy about TRID and the effects that maybe it's had on the insurance side on closings. Have you seen delays? What's going on with the consumer as far as, policies, et cetera? What have you seen?
Anything that's delaying with loan, the loan closings or getting paperwork is always an insurance nightmare. We're always having a issue getting the clients to pull the trigger. So if there's more delays on the loan side or even getting their paperwork, it could be an issue.
So are you getting more pressure from the lenders to get things sooner because of TRID? So that's definitely an impact of it. So they want their quote sooner so that they can disclose the information.
Absolutely. The banks are constantly hounding us for sooner and sooner. It used to be, a week they give you to get the stuff in. Now, I mean, it's hours probably is what they're trying to get stuff back in time. So, and then we have to try to get with the client and make sure we can get everything done in a timely manner. And then a lot of that has to do with getting mortgagee clauses. If we don't get all that correct, then it would start from square one. And if the closing gets delayed, sometimes we have to cancel and completely rewrite the policy too. So all of that driving together at the same time is very important. So.
Okay, that's awesome. Jeremy, thanks so much for sharing that. This is Jeremy Harding with Barrett Harding Insurance. So keep him in mind for your insurance needs, right? Because you're happy to work with these TRID borrowers, aren't you? You don't care. You don't mind working nights, weekends, holidays to get the policies out on time. Yep. So thanks for the update on that. Appreciate it.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex, short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
I forgot we had the opinion of an insurance company
Jeremy.
And Jeremy Harding. He actually, summed up what the lenders are really looking for. So it tied in very nicely.
I know. So everybody, I think, Bear, the bottom line is it didn't go as quickly as everyone would have liked or as smoothly, but it is here to stay. And little at a time, we'll get through it.
Like
just like in 2010 when we had all of those changes. If you have...
You're so good. You know what? If nothing else is consistent about the show, you ignoring me, that is so consistent. Every week you ignore me.
I don't. I just try to keep us moving forward.
Oh,
no,
that's
I'm
fine,
not quite
right.
done. But in the end, I think everything is going pretty... Stop it! And me hitting you. That's consistent. Everything is going smoothly. It's just like in 2010. It's going to take a little bit longer, probably a little bit longer than it did in 2010.
Sorry.
If you change things that were in place, like the till and the HUD, been in place for over 40 years.
Yes.
And if we change those, it's going to take people a little bit to get used to.
So we can teach these old dogs new tricks, is what you're saying.
We have no choice. We have to.
We have to. So, you know what? I think it was great information. I'm sick of TRID.
Yeah.
We're not going to do another show about TRID now
No,
until
I
TRID
thought
2
that
comes
was
out.
pretty
Did you
good,
hear
though.
about the new law, TRID 2?
Don't even tell me.
TRID 2, yeah.
Don't even. La 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 la.
You don't want to know about TRID 2? The sequel.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it either. But I thought it was great information. So thanks, everybody who gave us your opinion this week on the show.
Yes. All of our partners, our realtor partners, our title partners, and our lenders.
And then let's talk about, what's coming up. I hope everybody had a great Easter. Happy Easter. It was really, really enjoyable. Hope you got to spend time with your family and loved ones. And you know what? We got Chasco Fiesta coming up right here.
Which is huge
Yes.
in Newport Richey, Chasco Fiesta.
Oh, it's one of the oldest, biggest celebrations ever. And it's
9 days. It starts on the Coronation Ball.
That's on the 1st.
Guess who's nominated?
Yeah, I'm going to wear a
So
little
that is
crown.
on the 1st.
I get
the
to wear a
Coronation
tuxedo
Ball Friday night.
again.
And then And then, of course, all of the festivities down at Sims Park, the new and improved
Yes.
Sims Park.
Yes.
Lots of great bands in the band shell. They have a country night. They have a Christian night. They have a...
And don't forget, Jewel Vera's playing
our
on
favorite
band. Yeah, they'll be in town on the 3rd.
Yes.
And
They're playing
actually,
Sunday night.
if you want to take it one step further, if you really want to see a special event, they're going to play at the Barry for Pasco campaign party at the Farrell's house. Thanks for hosting that. You'll get to see Jewel Vera live.
Is that open to like everybody? Because you just
Pretty much.
kind of invited
Come
the
on, I
entire
think it's open
community.
to everybody. Absolutely, April 2nd, and that starts at 7 o'clock. It's
Tina's
the
okay
day
with that.
of the Chesco Fiesta parade. So Tina, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. So what if a gazillion people show up? The more, the merrier.
That's right.
So you know what? I'm just going to put it out there. So share it on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Get it all out there. Get this show out there. Get me in trouble. I don't care. So
We appreciate you all watching. We are today and every day.
moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Dylan. Bye.